Hi, I'm Kevin.
I'm Heather.
And today, the Going Batty Kitchen's got something really fun, really simple, and really tastes good.
It is not lasagna lasagna.
It's not lasagna. Lasagna. So this is chicken stock, but that's not what you're here to see.
Yep.
That's what you're here to see.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to turn the light on first so I can see. And then we're going to put in our Italian sausage.
Ooh la la.
And we're going to not just put in one, but we're putting in two.
That's incredible. Look at all that meat.
There is no, you could put ground beef in this, but as my husband says, sausage makes everything better. So we're just going to use the Italian sausage. It gives the sauce a really great flavor. And what we're going to do is we're going to cook everything in one pot. And then we'll transfer it to a like 9x13 pan. So we're going to squish this up and let it brown.
I love that meat squisher.
The meat squisher is awesome. Best thing ever. Alright, so while our sausage is browning, I'm going to finish chopping up my herbs here. And I picked some chives out of our garden. And then I also have some rosemary and some oregano. And then I have some basil right here. That came out of our garden. That's for the very end. So what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of take it and kind of wad it up real tight and kind of roll it a little bit. And that'll kind of help keep it, for the most part, together. And then you're just going to run your knife through it. And just kind of rough chop it.
What are you doing, babe?
I am scraping all of like the brown bits off the bottom because that's where all of your flavor is, and you don't want that just to like stick on the bottom of the pan and then not be in your sauce. So I added just a little teeny tiny bit of water in it to help release that. And so now all of that is flavor. You want that in your sauce. Oven's preheated.
The bomb's gonna go off. Oh, it looks awesome.
So we're going to put in our tomatoes next because that's pretty much browned. I have these big cans of crushed tomatoes. And then we're going to put in our herbs.
Herb, why'd he go in there?
Just throw all that in there. And then I'm going to put in, I have this big thing of minced garlic that was given to us, so we're just going to go ahead and use this. And we like a lot of garlic in ours, so we're going to put quite a bit of it in there.
And sometimes with the jarred garlic, you gotta use a lot of it because the flavor doesn't come out.
Yeah, it's not quite as strong as maybe the fresh is.
Yeah.
And then because I hate chopping onions, we're going to use the Thrive onions in this. And I'm just going to grab a couple handfuls and throw that in there. So we've got those in there. These are the bomb. I don't have to chop onions and I don't have to cry anymore. So that's why I love these. And then we're going to stir this up.
It's just another example of how Thrive fits into your everyday life.
Yeah, so we're going to stir this up. We're going to add a little salt and a little pepper. And I always put just a little tiny bit of sugar in my tomato sauce. It kind of takes the edge off of the tomatoes. Sometimes they can be a little bit like tart. So we're going to do, I don't know, maybe about a tablespoon of sugar in there. Not a lot because I had 2 cans of tomatoes in there. So we're going to let that cook. Put the salt in. I forgot the salt. Sorry. We're going to put a little bit of cracked black pepper in there too. And stir this up. And then we're going to turn it down to like a simmer and let it cook for about 20 minutes.
And oh, the flavors that are going to release from that.
Yep. Alright, so we're going to finish putting these egg noodles in the water. And we're just gonna let those cook, and then we'll drain those and set them aside. Here we go. All right, so our sauce is done cooking. It's been about 15 minutes. Now I have fresh basil here that came from our garden. And I learned from a lovely little Italian lady to never put your basil in when it's hot. And the best way to do basil is to tear it, not cut it. So we're gonna tear our basil up and we're gonna put it in. So you always put basil in when it's off the heat. So we're gonna just tear it apart and put it in here.
So even though the sauce is hot, you don't put the basil in while it's cooking.
Yeah.
Because you'll lose flavor?
I believe so. I think it's the same reason why you don't put vanilla in when something's cooking. You always take it off the heat and you put your vanilla in a dish, like in your desserts, when it's off the heat.
Huh, I didn't know that. That's awesome.
All right, so I'm stirring this basil in. Oh my gosh, it smells so good.
Yeah, it really does.
So now this is a kind of make it in one pot kind of meal. Well, make it in two pots because you had to cook your egg noodles. But so what we're going to do next is we're going to take our cottage cheese, or you could use ricotta cheese, and we're just going to put it in here. We're going to put a whole bunch of it in here.
Oh, yeah, it's awesome. Look at all that cheese going in there. That's just awesome. That's just awesome.
So, you know, we have a pretty large family. So I have to make quite a bit of this because this is really a dish that everyone really likes.
Now this is fresh squeezed cottage cheese straight out of the cottage cheese fairy from GFS.
Yes, straight from the cottage cheese fairy.
That's probably not accurate.
Okay, so all right, so now we're gonna mix this up. So our egg noodles, I slightly undercooked them because this is going to be going into the oven and you don't want really squishy noodles. So the directions said like 9 minutes. I cooked them to about 7 minutes. So they're just a little bit underdone. So we're going to put those in here. Oh, that's hot. Hot, hot, hot. Whoop, there you go.
Ta-da.
Ta-da. And we're going to mix that up in there.
Honey, I would just eat it this way. Do we have to cook it?
Well, yeah, because it's not done because it has to have more cheese.
Oh, okay. Well, if we're going to add more cheese, then don't stop. But I would eat it just like this, just the way it is right now.
It looks pretty good.
It looks pretty awesome.
We're going to put our Parmesan cheese in now. You can use, we're using the stuff from the can because that's what we have. But you can use like fresh grated. I've done that before. And we also have mozzarella cheese that we're just going to throw in here.
Oh, boy. That looks good.
And now we're going to mix it up again. Going to get all gooey and yummy.
Cheesy.
And cheesy.
That's amazing. Using a little cooking spray, dear?
Yeah, well, you don't want it to stick. There's a lot of cheese in there. You don't want it to stick.
Okay, honey. Do I see another plate of cheese?
Yes, because where you're like, sausage makes everything better, I am a cheese makes everything better person. We don't need to poop. All right. We're going to dump this ginormous pot of loveliness into this pan.
Big, gooey, awesome, falling off the thing everywhere, gooey awesomeness. Look at that. Usually they say don't try something like that at home, but I would say try it at home often.
Yes.
It looks amazing, doesn't it?
Yeah. So this may actually be bigger than a 9x13 pan. This is actually our roasting pan for turkeys.
Yeah.
So,
which, it's okay to
It's
casserole
okay.
it. It's all right.
yep. We're gonna,
Would you call this a casserole?
probably, yeah. This is probably a casserole.
But it's not lasagna.
Yeah. All right. So now, because like I said, because we just don't have enough cheese on it, we are going to put fresh mozzarella all over the top of it. Just kind of tear it apart. Put it everywhere. So yeah, if you're going to use fresh mozzarella, I'd use it on the top. Don't waste it on being in the inside. You can use just regular store mozzarella for that, the stuff that comes in the block. Because this gets all melty and super gooey and it's awesome.
So good. So good.
We're going to tear up some more basil and we're going to put it on the top.
Just add a little
to
color.
Get a little more flavor and color.
So good.
We are going to take this ooey gooey pile of yumminess and we're going to go put it in a 350-degree oven. And we're going to put it in there for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, until it's warm all the way through. It should still be pretty hot, but warm all the way through and the cheese is nice and bubbly and awesome. Oh my gosh, okay. There we go. Close that oven door.
Man, that looks good.
That does look good.
Look at all that cheese, melty, wonderful goodness.
Now, you're going to want to dig into this, but don't do it yet. You're going to let this rest for like 15 minutes, so that way everything kind of solidifies up and it doesn't get all runny and run all over your plate. So I know it's going to be hard, but you got to wait. So wait 15 minutes. 20 is probably better, but I think 15 is about all I can get everybody to wait right now. Get out of that. Ow! You're going to burn yourself. All right, so it has sat for about 20 minutes, so we're going to dig into this.
It looks gooey. It looks awesome. Look at that cheese. Oh my gosh.
All right, there it is. So there it is. All the yum of lasagna without all the hassle of it. So that is our not lasagna.
Let's try this thing.
Right.
Oh my gosh, look at the cheese in that. Awesome. Awesome.
Really good.
Guys, this is amazing. You can taste the fresh basil in it. The cheese and the mozzarella are just gooey and awesome. I think it's amazing.
It's good.
It's very good.
And now it's time for dinner.
So
we got hungry, ravenous children standing behind us making all sorts of faces.
We do. Please like, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please subscribe. But check out the Going Batty Kitchen playlist for more awesome recipes just like this one.
More updates as we go. Bye.